Hey guys, welcome back to another Lord's Mobile video. I got a request to make a troop training video by one of my guild members, who has always been impressed with how I train my troops, and apparently he to this day, even though he's been with me for like a year, he still doesn't know how I train my troops. So that's what this video is about today. We're going to go over how to get a decent amount of training speed and how to utilize that to your castle's maximum potential. So let's start out with training speed. Um, Two ways I get a lot of my training speed is one, manners. I have seven manners. They're all at level 25, and each of them gives 20% training speed, which isn't a lot, but when it adds up with seven manners, it's quite a chunk. It's a chunk. So you can get a lot more manners than that, but you have to deconstruct everything. But when you're free to play, um, you need beds. Like, you need a balance for your castle. You're going to need beds. And I know you can dismantle buildings and then build them back, but when you're free to play, that takes a lot of time. And if you're always constantly reconstructing your castle, it's going to be hard to have any fun without getting hurt somehow. So I think two barracks, eight infirmaries, and seven manors is a good balance for a free to play castle. So that's what I use. Another thing is when you get your hero level to 60, it's going to be a lot easier to grab the training speed 1 and training speed 2. And if you don't have your resource buildings upgraded really high, at least to 24, you're going to take a huge loss on resource production. So that's why I'm able to manage this so well, so easily, is because I have upgraded my resource buildings to at least 24, and some of them are even 25, just because I've ran out of stuff to upgrade. I've been playing for a while, and to those who are new to my channel or my videos in general, I am free to play. I've been playing 841 consecutively, which is a little over 2 years. So I've had a lot of time to get my castle done, and that's another reason why I'm like 200 mil. Is I play every day and I get my stuff done. So another thing that's important for troop training, familiars, don't really worry about familiars too much. There is a familiar that can help you train like 2,000 troops at a time, but it's a random tier, so it's not really that helpful. And people are like, oh, you can use it for meat shield. It's going to take you a long time. It's going to take you a long time if you're relying on familiars for troop training. Just don't worry about that. Plus, you have to do a crap ton of research just to get that done. So it's not really worth it. So what you're going to need is speed ups. There's a few ways that I get my speed ups. One of them is from hunting monsters, and you want to be able to hit at least 5 hits on the monster before you go to the next level of monster, because if you're hitting only a couple hits on like level 2, level 3, you may get a speed up, but you're not guaranteed a speed up, which is problematic, because unless you're just going to sit there and waste energy, it's not very beneficial. So I'd stick to either a level 1 or level 2. Is going to be your best bet to get speed ups. Guild gifts, they're good, they're great, but they only give you like 5, 10, and 15-minute speed ups usually. Sometimes you get a 30 or a 1 hour. But those 5, 10, and 15-minute speed ups I use for healing my troops. That's how I keep my infirmaries clear constantly. And that really helps with troop maintenance, maintaining your troops, because you don't get reds as long as your infirmaries are empty, as long as you don't go too crazy and take really big hits or try something stupid where you're going to get dead troops. So yeah, keep your infirmaries empty. That's a good tip. Um, Another way I get my speed ups is from um, hero stages. I get a bunch of my speed ups from that for clearing my infirmaries, healing wounded troops. For the bigger ones, for troop training, cargo ship, I make sure I buy as much stuff in the cargo ship as I can 3 times a day, which really adds up. I mean, I have gotten 4 hours worth of speed ups just from this most recent trade, which I get speed ups all the time from that. Essence. Always make sure you're full on essence. I get 3 essence a day. I try to go for level 4 darkness, but sometimes I don't always have enough people online to run a level 4 darkness. So sometimes I just do threes, and I get as many speed ups as I can from those. Um, Another one of my methods I use to get speed ups is it's still under testing. It's a new method that I recently came up with by myself because I like strategy stuff. Is buying speed ups with gems. I don't buy speed ups with guild coins just because guild coins are used for other things like uh, jewel boxes and migration scrolls. They're just too valuable to use on speed ups, and it costs so much to use them on speed ups. So using gems on speed ups, I recommend doing 1 days because when you have 2 barracks, training 1 day's worth of troops is a good chunk, and the more uh, the more speed ups you buy, like the bigger speed up it is that you buy, the less gems it costs per minute. So you want to stick with the 1 days. 3 days is kind of overdoing it, and you'll probably be wasting some of it if you're only because most of the time, if you have 2 barracks, you can't train 3 days worth of troops unless you're doing like tier one. But if you're watching this video, you're not trying to make a bunch of tier one. More than likely, you're going to be doing tier two or tier three, or maybe even tier four. So yes, I do have tier four unlocked. Even as free to play, I have it unlocked. So they are they are very expensive, but I try to get my 1 day speed ups with gems, and I always keep a bottom amount of gems. And what I mean by that is I have a threshold. Usually my threshold is at 100,000 gems. If I'm below 100,000 gems, I do not buy speed ups with gems just because I need a certain amount of gems for different things. If I need to relocate really fast or heal something really fast or just fix my gear, if I want to make any modifications to my gear set, I need gems for that, or swapping talents. There's so many different things you need gems for. So always keep a certain amount of gems on hand. So that's what I recommend. Um, Also, with gems, you want to make sure you max your treasure trove, and always do 30-day deposits. Don't do anything less, and go into your research and get max deposit. That really helps increase the amount of gems, your payout, and your investment. So those things will always help you build troops faster. And I train about, I think, 5.7K tier 3 every day. And whenever I use my speed ups, I can increase that. And my methods, just the regular speed up ones that I get from cargo ship and stuff, hunting and essence, that doubles my monthly troop production. Aside from like my daily, like it doubles it. Uh, so far I've been able to, without blowing all of my gems in Dragon Arena, relocating everywhere like a madman. Um, I've been able to triple my troop production from using gems. Uh, so like it's like an extra month worth of troops with gems, and then another month with regular speed ups like my 8 hours, my 3 hours, my 1 hours. So all of that stuff really adds up, guys. So try out some of these methods and improve your game. Oh, by the way, once you reach like 1.2 million, you're gonna have to find a way to um, get shield get shields. You can buy them with gems, I actually do spend like $10 a month, and I buy like the $2 packs that have 6,000 gems because that's 30 days. That's 30,000 gems, which equals to 30 days worth of shields. I buy 1 day shields, so I actually buy my own shields, which $10 a month is really small amount, and most pay to play people do spend a very little amount of money. Either even if they say they don't, I guarantee you they spend. They might buy a $2 pack here and there. So I recommend buying your 1 day shields if you get over 1.2 million troops, because it gets really hard to manage at some point, and you don't want to get zeroed, especially if you're doing these methods. You'll grow, trust me, you will grow. So if you want to see other videos like this, comment what you want to see, and I'll try to get it made. Hope you learned something today, and thanks for watching. Peace out.